Hi everyone. Okay, so this is around 2 a.m. So I don't want to be loud, but yeah, I had to do this vlog because ooh, I had to go back watch this Derrick Jackson's video. I mean, both the one where he somehow confessed without taking accountability and blaming it on God and giving him the praise and stylishly blaming his wife. Yeah, those were not the only ones. I mean, I went to go see all evidence because I really wanted to, you know, talk unbiasedly from, the point, from a perspective that, kind of bring the whole story around because. And one thing I'll say is, Derry, damn, you good. Nah, this is what the fuck boys in Nigeria will call you Odogu. Like, you good. Seriously, this is a classic example of a covert narcissist. And you know what? Even when he was like his sacrificial lamb that went to slaughter, like he even captured it. Like you could see it. Like I could see it. And okay, I don't know. For some of you who don't know, Derrick Jackson is a relationship guru who kind of advise women on how to respect and value themselves. So he did some good in the black community, okay? But he also took advantage of it, okay? He took advantage of people's trust for him. And you know what? It's not that he's a fuckboy that is even pissing everybody off. It's the fact that who is wearing the marks. The fact that he was so good in his advice because he was talking from experience and maybe the women who were abused or were taking the women who were taken for granted maybe were his wife and his side chicks. So I don't know, with the way his wife was speaking for him, I think she thinks she's one. I think I didn't really catch on to that, but I think maybe she was of that mindset that we were together, the wife of your youth. And honestly, I think this is damage control. In fact, this is what I think. He got a phone call for his PR and they were told what to do. And ladies, also take note because this is important, alright? The woman who truly wins at last is the woman who walks away out of men like this, who walks out of the life of men like this. Just because you ended up marrying someone doesn't mean you won. In fact, that might be your ticket, one ticket to hell. And not everyone comes out alive. And some women, when they come out, they have given out their all. They emotionally drain themselves to the point where they have nothing else in them. They still have something in them. A lot of things. Because if you could give a man like this, if you could give men like this your time and still point to them and bring out the best in them and you're capable of love, you have a lot in you. The only difference now is you have to change your pattern, which is pouring all these things back into you because that woman was broken. She was. And I don't know how deep he is, but with the way he treated those women, it seems as if he's kind of, sometimes he can be physically abusive, highly manipulative. But I don't know. So you need to understand this. So your aim shouldn't be to be with a man, not just that, okay, because it's necessary, okay, it's necessary. Your aim is to be with a man who has integrity, and I won't say a good man because good men like this, the present of want, okay, they are usually covert narcissists. They're not overtly that. They know what they want to do. They know how to manipulate you. They know how to press you. Sometimes it's good for you to see a man who is real with you. Like, sometimes men can kind of a little bit come off as rude when they're honest, okay, because they have no filter. All you have to consider is, does this man respect me? Does he value me? Is he talking down to me? If he's talking down to you, girl, that's a red flag. There are a lot of red flags I ignored, and I'm sure there are a lot of red flags this woman ignored. And you have to realize this. In America, there are a lot of sicknesses out there around, He doesn't even use protection sometimes. So you can imagine him catching herpes. This kind of guy will maliciously give it to you. Maliciously. Look at, what's his name again? Ari Kelly and Usher. So you're not just protecting your life, your sanity, because even the security you claim is giving you, you're not safe. Emotionally, you were threatened. That was why you stepped away. Sleeping without protection, giving oral sex. You're not safe. Now, if he is a serial cheat, like serial cheat, and he's always telling you how to behave, how to be good, like, please, like, that will keep him. Look at how she's always supporting him, going to his events, standing up for him. She did everything. So there evidence that she was a good wife. And even up till now, that she's not so sure of what to do with his ass. Up to now that she's still broken, she's still supporting him. Although she kind of, I don't know if you people caught on to that, she said, you will know I'm not that weak. I want to see that part. Please let us see that part. Where girls suck him up. Like, me and that money. Do a girl for us. But she might even stay because, people like, they feel like, I want the prize. And your man belongs to the street. Did you see how much she said the street? He was like shocked. He didn't want to be attached to him. He didn't want to be attached to the street. So I don't think he has changed at all. Okay? I just think he just want to buy himself more time and enter our good graces. So these things when all these pick me chicks. But she's a good, beautiful woman. And even his side chicks are good, beautiful women. Like, they're good, beautiful women. And I think he has a type. He has this Lolita type. Like, this just remind me of Lolita. So, I mean, you know what? To his wife, if he could fool us, I see how he could fool you. And these are the kind of men who pretend to be good guys. At a point, I really didn't understand what goes on in the mind of this man, and especially black men. And different communities shares it. Here in Nigeria, in Africa, yes, there's a family structure and it's better than the Western culture to an extent, but I don't even know if it is. Because if you're talking on morals now, I would say hypocrisy is the moral of the ground here. And, as much as there are people who have integrity, honestly, and have honest job, still the majority, the collective, this is how they are. They are dusters, the from the top you know to the ground. They're just that. Okay, so there's this thing with black men always giving us advice on what to do, how to get them, and at a point I got tired because I realized I was all these things at a point in my life, but loving to myself. I was all these things. I was tearing myself in different directions. Was I perfect? No, 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 no. Ooh, I had some things to work on. Starting with the traumas, my childhood traumas that I experienced, you know, um, backstabbings, you know, putting my all. Like, I'm this kind of person. I'm a Cancer, okay? I'm very picky with people I allow come into my space, but unfortunately for me too, because that has also been my strength. I love a lot, okay? Like, when I eventually like people, like, wow, I'm a passionate lover, okay? So sometimes, I give people more than their due, really, okay? But I know how to love rightly. I'm still learning. It is still a learning process, and I'm here. Like, I won't say I know all the answers, but at least I got a basic. I understand from my experiences, you know, and this is what I'm here for. Because, and why this channel, on my other channel, I had to like create this one because I needed that privacy. I needed that connection. So, and I realized this, that a lot of these men, they just pander to us. A lot of these men, they feed us, they are fearmongers. And just like he love bombs his wife, he love and his side chicks, he love bombs us too. So he understands better. He understands that black women actually are the highest demographic to please. Because we buy everything. Yes, it is amazing how we are the dumping ground of fake things. We are the dumping ground of toxic masculinity, patriarchy, and abuse. We are hardly visible. The only thing that we're seen for is either our body and the fact that we are so committed. We ride and these black women outside the country, Westerners from ambiguous race, we hold like that's one thing we are known for. We are not like other races who hold their men accountable. We don't hold our men accountable. We worship them and never hold them accountable. Okay, down to our mothers, okay, down to our great grandmothers. That's how we are, and you can show in our presidents, our government. You see, there's a reason. There's no mistake why the president is lacking, like lacking in every form, and yet people allow this happen. You know, like even those that claim to be rich, they are relatively poor. Relatively poor, because I don't understand why you be living on the island. Your water, you don't have good access to water, you don't have good access to road, you even light sometimes. All you know is that, okay, fine, I am the rich, you are the poor, I have and you have not, and now let me oppress you. It's this face me, I face you mentality that goes on. So yeah, my previous video, which was the part one to this, I will link that below too. I talked on how men never can take what they dish out. So yeah, he's this relationship guru. Somehow I didn't catch up to it, but now it all makes sense. Now he advises women on how to love themselves only through the gaze of men. This is the same Derrick Jackson that a fan asked him a question. A vulnerable woman trusted him with her emotions, because we women, we seek help sometimes, because once the society fails us, once the men in our life fail us, we go out there, we seek, we pray, we connect with God, we connect with whatever you connect with, we connect with God. We try to help ourselves, because we really have it in us, down from our ancestors. This is who we are, even though the media have told us lie, even though the colonial masters have given us a font. This is who we are. We are not that selfless. We are from the descendant of Amazons, for Christ's sake. So he saw this because the woman seeking help, help me. And he was like, no, you're separated for 3 years. This is a woman who probably have been neglected emotionally, physically, and trying to step out on her own. And you advise her that no, this, that. If you're in a relationship, stay there. It is downplayed, whatever situationship. Those fancy names for all these things. Anyway, and yet you that just posted your wife of recent, because this man have been in a relationship with his wife for over 10 years now, and mind you, this is a woman of his youth. He never posted her since until she caught up with what was happening. So he kind of rewarded her with what? Posting her. Okay, this is the wife of the woman of his youth, and he has been consistently cheating. And the thing is that, like I said, Lolita are good girls because this lady is beautiful. She's intelligent. I can tell by her countenance, the way she could even graciously articulate her words, comprehend what is happening, and still support this man, that ride or die chick. Although I don't know if that's what I saw, because I saw a tired woman. Because this woman was obviously tired, even in her tiredness of the bullshit, the gaslighting, she still could stand up for this man. She still could articulate intelligently without losing her cool. Yeah, did she look like a fool? Yeah, she did. But when I looked at that fool, I remember I used to be that fool. I used to. Oh, goodness. This man is a top-notch con artist. So ladies, learn from this. You can't live your life solely to please men. Now I know, because at the end of the day, you don't need them. Okay? And men are like bowstrings. There's always one coming, there's always the next one. So don't lose out on your youth. Don't lose out on the opportunity to date out, to see what happens. And once you're in the position of dating, you had to risk of meeting dusties. That's why self-love, knowing yourself is the best antidote to see through all those things and always walk away. I don't know why she's been staying. He asked her, why do you stay though? At a point, you need to leave God out of it, because God gave you wisdom, He gave you sense, experience. You learn from your experience. That's what all these things are for. You want them though? Yeah, you do. But never to need them, because what do you need them for? Really? Really? But you want them. So the person you need most is yourself, because at the end of the day, you always have your best interest at heart, and that helps you attract a man who has your best interest at heart. And I know you will say, okay, if Derrick Jackson, the perfect black man who has a book on black men don't cheat, who has been supporting it since, and somehow played the victim, and kind of, shamelessly sold his book, and he's still extorting you somehow. Now I don't feel guilty for not buying his book. Like, seriously. But one thing I will say though, like I've always said here and even on my previous channels, be a good sport. Take everything with a grain of salt. Not just take everything with a grain of salt, because he really helped me in some things. I just hope his wife goes back to his videos, watch it, and understand that this man knows what he's doing. This is the man that held another pastor accountable, and no, now he can face it. I really thought he want us to hold him accountable. You know, But this is a man who is intelligent. He's read all these things. He has been playing. He has been living a double life since. So he understands this very well. But you're doing this to the wrong generation. This is generations, even though yes, we get carried away for a little, but we have women who have sense. These are women who for years have been seeking help. So women, please, ladies, you don't live your life just to please men, solely to please men. I know there are compromises, but the compromises should be for men who have proven accountable on countless times that you are worthy, you are deserving, he is with you, and this thing, you guys are going to ride it. Not to die though, but a man who nurtures you, who pre who brings who prepares a safe haven, a safe place for you to be a sumptuous woman, a blessing to his life and a blessing to your own, a blessing to your life. Because if you're a blessing to yourself, you extend that blessing easily. And even those compromise should be based on things you can do without. I mean, I take my words back. That man is good. He gives good head. Like, seriously. And you need to understand, this man is not your average dusty, okay? Because you guys, ladies, women, black women have been funding his expenses, his tricks. He have been tricking on women. Like, some men really get money to just spend on women just to make them look good, because we still have that mentality to swag on our fellow black men. Like, we never invest in our community, we never invest in our country, we never open businesses, we just flex. So I think on Wine with Tazak, she unpacked a lot of information. You know what? I will just link her channel below so you could go watch for yourself and see what is happening. The fact is this. I'm just so happy that I'm at the phase in my life where a lot of things don't phase me. Okay? Now it makes sense. And you have to understand, you can be a beautiful, God fearing, good, intelligent woman, and a man will still swag on you. And that's why, especially if you're all these things, if you bring blessings, if you're an impact, if you're an asset, please watch out for this man. Never settle, because a man who is twisted upstairs, especially all these guys that form good guys, but low key they are fuck boys. All those guys that vomit, that gives you from because they just want to enter. And I feel like I don't get it. There are a lot of women who don't care. They are ready. This is 21st century. Any kind of woman you want, you get it. But why all these men go through all those stunts just to get into your cherry pot? Just to break you down. And guess what? They leave you. They don't care about the damages they bring to your life. Who ends up fixing it? You end up fixing it again. I just hope this woman is smart enough to take all this evidence, get all the money, all her dues, because you can't be here helping him build his legacy. A lot of his creative ideas came from you when he was playing you, sucking you up. And this is what this, but selfishly they don't care without any guilt. That's if he's not getting money from you and like financing on you with your money and still breaking you, using your body, your time, your youth, your the time you're supposed to use to invest and looking for other men who have things to pour into your life. Because this man was a relationship guru, for goodness sake. He knew all the things by the book. He was good, man. Now I get it. He was good. And ladies, stop trying to fix, change, or help a man grow. All you are to him is just a placeholder, because most of these men, they're even colorists to start with. Okay? The best thing is to be a woman with a hypogamous mindset, and make sure you are not just the one giving. He's taking care of you. And also, he has healed his trauma, because this trauma is too toxic. They don't pay you enough. Unless he's paying you enough for the trauma, even that is still not worth it. Because she really looks like the kind of woman that don't demand much. You need to stop giving this man access to your time, your audience, in fact. Except, I feel like sometimes you listen to them, you hear where they are coming from. Because sometimes it's good to pay attention to all this men, know what they're doing, because he helped me understand how men think. Okay, humans still have the same pattern. They get these good women and they use these women as inspiration. Then they go tear her down, break her down. Look at what he did to his former wife. So yeah, I just wanted to say this, okay? Ladies, you need to be careful where you get your sources from, how you draw your energy, because a lot of these men really don't know what is the best for you. The only time they might allow you know is when it is directly satisfying the man gaze. And that's why it's good for you to heal, because once you break, because they go out, they leave women broken women out there, and the society give us little or nothing to really heal. All this women empowerment, most of them are bullshit, most of them are crap, most of them are even fear mongers. They love they feed into your insecurities to take out what you have. And innocently, genuinely, you go there seeking for help, you bring in more chaos, more anxiety to yourself. It's like, okay, you've stepped back from what you used to be. And women really need to start diversing, because a lot of these boys, I don't know, especially these black men, I really don't know what is wrong with them. I don't know why they hate us so much, because it comes from self hate. Because you can see it. China is buying off our country like that, and no one knows, no one is saying nothing. Children are adopted from school and people are feeling like it's not them. Like, all these things going on, it is affecting us. You need to look out for yourself first. I won't tell you what to do, because at the end of the day, a woman never steps out a day before she's ready. She never steps out of a relationship, a toxic relationship or an abusive situationship, a day before she's ready. So I'll just keep on dropping this video, and hopefully you get touched and realize your worth and understand that you're just wasting your time with someone who is not deserving every time. Okay, there's Miss Elliot. I'll be signing out. Drop your comments and don't forget to hit the subscription button and also the notification button in order to get feeds for my new videos. So have a lovely time and see you in my next video. Bye.